I know that a lot of you are actually going to see this as some sort of like, oh my god, this guy is so jelly, he's so salty, what a loser. But what I'm about to say is based, and if you don't like it, I don't care. I could care less what you think. I don't know you, I don't know who you are, and quite frankly, I don't depend on you the way that others do. Like, for example, here's my story, and here's my rant. NickMerks, we all know who he is. Yes, NickMerks, yeah, the guy that challenged Activision by tweeting about leaving children alone for not being indoctrinated by the woke agenda and the Nazi agenda of force feeding everybody to think the way they think, unless you want to get your ass kicked or beaten or threatened or having to lose your job and a whole bunch of other things that they do because it's their way or the highway. NickMerks, who tweeted, "Leave children alone," and he had a bundle on Call of Duty, and all of a sudden, because of what he tweeted, Activision responded by removing it. And because of that, all of a sudden, everybody, oh my god, did you hear what happened to NickMerks? He had his bundle removed by Activision because of what he tweeted. Oh my goodness, Activision supports groomers and pedos. Oh, we need to be in solidarity with NickMerks because he's the first one to challenge Activision on this. Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a break. You think NickMerks is the first person to challenge Activision on their woke BS? You think NickMerks was the first person to actually tweet about it? Give me a fucking break. I was the first one. Don't believe me? Go to my Twitter of the same name, Toxic Avenger. Go right there and look it up. I tweeted about this shit way before NickMerks did. When I played Modern Warfare, as soon as it came out, and I went to go customize my call sign and emblem, and the first thing I fucking saw in front of my face, what I saw being shoved in front of my face, were pride flags. There were no nationality flags like the US flag or the Mexican flag, because yes, I am an immigrant from Mexico since I was a little kid, just so that none of you start saying, oh, you're a xenophobe. Okay? I didn't see any national flags up there for the emblems either. All I saw were pride flags being shoved down my throat. First thing I saw being pushed to my face were pride flags. You think I didn't feel offended over that shit? They get to talk about their fucking identity, but I can't even put my ethnicity or my identity with national flags? I tweeted about this. I took a screenshot and I immediately tweeted about that. And not only did I tweet about it, but I directed it towards Activision. So don't give me that bullshit that NickMerks, just because he's a big name in streaming and he's from FaZe and shit, that he's some sort of fucking hero. He's not no fucking hero. He's just some guy that everybody knows and has a large following that decided to actually stand up because he's going to be a dad himself. No other reason other than that. He's worried about his kid. Good for him. I'm glad that he's concerned about his kid's future. He doesn't want his kid being indoctrinated or being taken away from him by the fucking government and the loser left. But if he never would have found out that he was going to be a dad, do you think he would have given a shit about it? I doubt it. I doubt NickMerks would have given a shit. He would have been too busy making a percentage off of all the bundles being sold of his likeness on Call of Duty. He would have been too busy thinking about what other big house he was going to buy next, or what new car he was going to buy, or what new ways of flexing his fortune was going to be. He never would have tweeted about it if he never would have found out he was going to be a dad. He would have just continued being like every other fucking ass-kissing Activision simp streamer out there. I guarantee you he never would have given a shit. He would have been about his own day, doing what he does. Sitting his fucking ass in front of a fucking screen, playing a fucking game, and making a living off of you idiots watching him. That's what he would have been. He's no fucking hero, alright? And the only reason why Tim the Tap Man all of a sudden decided to be in solidarity of his friend NickMerks by asking Activision to pull his fucking bundle off the market was because of the backlash. Because everybody challenged him on that shit. Because everybody said, some fucking friend you are letting your supposed friend NickMerks hanging on the fucking clothes hanger all by himself, and you're not doing shit about it. That's the only reason why that dumbass with the little penguin stuffy on his back. I think the guy's partially retarded, to be honest with you. The only reason why he did it was because of the backlash. And don't get me started with Douchebag MD or Dr.Disrespect. I'm gonna delete my game out of my hard drive in solidarity of NickMerks. Give me a fucking break. Doesn't matter what you do with your fucking copy of the game, Activision won't bat an eye. They won't even flinch. You already paid the fucking money, you stupid lemmings. Not one of you, not one amongst you is a leader. You're all followers. You never would have done this if NickMerks never would have started it. That's the sad part. And I did it before he did. I did it before he did. Oh yeah, but you don't have as much to lose as NickMerks does because now he's gonna lose all his sponsors and his monetization. You think I give a fuck about what that motherfucker loses? He already made more than I ever could or ever wished to make. What the fuck do I care what he loses? He already has his house fully paid for. He already has his car fully paid for. And if he lives beyond his means, then that's on him. The same goes for Dr. Douchebag. The same goes for Tin the Tat Man Taylor. Don't give me that bullshit that all of a sudden you people cared just because. No, you should have cared before. Before the fact. I cared before the fact. So, sorry. All of you are nothing but followers in a fucking fad. Because this is nothing but a fad. Like those bracelets that you used to wear in solidarity of free Tibet or what would Jesus do, or all those things. Those stupid little plastic rubber bracelets that everybody used to wear back in the day. This is just a fad, and I guarantee you that in 3 months, no one's going to be talking about this shit anymore. Probably even sooner than that, and only because you're proving my case. It's just a fad until Activision all of a sudden decides to kiss NickMerks' ass and they decide to reinstate his bundle, the same with Tin the Tatman Taylor. You guys will forget all about this and go back to being prostitutes to Activision. I guarantee you. So, that was my rant, my honest opinion, and as toxic as it may be and may sound to all of you, that's what I am. I'm the Toxic Avenger. And yes, I do sound salty because I wish I would have had the same feedback as these assholes did, because I probably would have stopped all of this from happening even before. But I don't have that many followers. And what few followers I have, thank you so much for following me. But unfortunately, not all my followers watch my videos. 102 followers and only 5 views. Sucks. We probably would have avoided all of this from happening, guys, if you would actually have followed me instead of these guys, who only cared about how much money they were making from their stupid views. We probably would have avoided all of this drama if you would have followed me instead. Because I'm not afraid to tell it like it is. And these guys, the only reason why they didn't is because they were too concerned about what they would lose. Their precious monetization and their sponsors. Sad. But I guess that's the way life is. And good only thrives if good men stand idly by. But I'm a good man and I'm not standing idly by. But you guys are the ones allowing all this shit to happen. So really, you're just as guilty as the woke. So, that's my rant. Thank you for watching. Peace out.